Hello, welcome to the Tapestry of Your Life. This is Nadine, and my special guest is my son, Shon.
Shon.
My son.
Shon.
My son.
Shon!
Hey, we're excited today because Shon just accomplished a great feat.
Yep, I graduated today with my bachelor's degree in organizational management from a local university in Oklahoma. It's an exciting day, and I'm glad my parents could be here.
Yes. So, Shon, we would like to hear whatever you'd like to share about your college experience, because you had a unique experience.
I did. I had a very unique schooling experience, all the way from kindergarten, really. I don't even know if I did kindergarten.
Yes,
but
you did.
I did kindergarten. Then I did some online school for a couple years up until 5th grade. Well, no, I did kindergarten. I was homeschooled. Then I did 2 years of online school. Then I went to public school for middle school and my first 2 years of high school. Then after that, I did a pastry arts and a culinary arts program my last 2 years of high school. That was right around COVID. Graduated, moved halfway across the country to Oklahoma. Started attending Rhema Bible Training College, which you guys have heard a lot about. I'm finishing up my 3rd year of biblical studies this May in 2024. And then same time I started Rhema Bible Training College, I started Oklahoma Wesleyan University, where I just graduated from. So simultaneously, I attended Rhema in person in the mornings, and then every 5 weeks I had an online class that I had to do for Oklahoma Wesleyan.
Yes. And was this something that you came to Oklahoma thinking you were going to do?
I came to Oklahoma planning to go to Rhema, and then my co-host of this podcast informed me that I should get my bachelor's degree at a secular university, and I was like, you know what, I don't need to get that. And then the Lord convicted me and said, you should probably get that. So then I signed up and started getting my bachelor's degree fall of 2021. So it took me about 2.5 years to get my bachelor's degree, which is a unique scenario. So if you're on the fence about getting a college degree, come to Rhema, and then you can be like me and attend another college either simultaneously or after the fact, and they accept your credits. So I got a 4-year degree in 2.5 years because I had other college credits.
Yes. So check it out. I'm sure other colleges do this. The great thing about the Oklahoma Wesleyan is a Christian college, and you were going to a Bible school.
Yep.
So a lot of the same biblical studies could be transferred in time for you.
A lot of the credits lined up in a lot of Bible schools or Christian regular schools, universities will line up with Rhema credits, and they'll be able to save you a lot of money and a lot of time. Because Rhema credits are very cheap and they're very easy to do. So I was able to save a lot of money and a lot of time, graduate with my bachelor's degree in 2.5 years at a pace of only doing 1 course every 5 weeks. So it's very, very quick. I also didn't go into debt. I didn't have to take out any student loans, even though I was paying the high price for university credit hours, which was the favor of God, giving me the job and the funds that I needed to do so.
Yes. And another aspect that I believe helped with the momentum and the motivation was your roommate and your friend was doing the same thing. So
Yes.
you could feed off of each other, encourage one another, keep each other on track.
Yes.
So talk to us about the importance of when you go to college and beyond in all of your life, the importance of the friends that you choose to associate with.
Community is very, very important. You want to surround yourself with people that you want to be like, because when you surround yourself with people who you want to become, who have qualities and attributes that you want to build up in yourself, spending time with them, picking their brain, hearing what they have to say, and just being their friend allows you to become a better person, allows you to pick up those attributes off of them. And it really just helps out, and that's what I'm passionate about, making sure people have community, and not just any community, but a correct community that's allowing them to build up and better themselves, because there's no point to hanging out with people or having friends if they're making you worse. You don't always want to be the best at everything in your friend group. Everybody can have their own specialty and strength, but you want to learn from everybody and constantly be growing. That's one thing I always strive to do. I always want to be learning. I always want to be being able to do new tasks and learning new knowledge, both spiritually and naturally.
Yes. So that hunger is key. You are self-motivating.
Yes, I'm a very self-motivated person, I have found out. Most
Yes.
people do not think the way I do, but I have found out I'm a very self-motivated person. Like I mentioned, the Oklahoma Wesleyan classes were 5 weeks at a time. For the first 2 years, did 5 weeks of classwork, usually within about a week and a half, which always surprised my roommate and my friend who were in the same college. Like, how'd you do all that so quickly? I said, I just set aside time, took it all at once, and consumed it all and did it well. And I was able to free up a lot of my time because every Sunday night they were always struggling to turn in all of their homework and making sure it was turned in before the due date. I don't try to work for the due date. I work for the knowledge, which allows you to move past and look past the due date, because I don't want to work under pressure. I want to work when I have the time to. So if I'm working ahead, it frees up my schedule, my mind. There's no stress, no worry about, I have to get this turned in by a certain date. Working ahead and being diligent is very important.
Great. So, is there anything about your third year? Because Rhema is a 2-year college.
Yes.
And then there's the optional of having additional years of study. So how was the third year different than your first 2 year?
So the first 2 years, really just about everybody's in the same class. The class sizes are about 200 or 300 people at Rhema. So you just get in your class. The first year, they just build up a foundation in you, because you have everywhere from the guy who just got saved 2 weeks ago to the pastor who's 85 years old coming to attend Rhema. You have a wide range of both natural ages and spiritual maturity. So they try to build up a solid foundation. Everybody cover the basics, make sure you know what you're believing in, what your doctrine is, and making sure that you actually have a relationship with God. And then the second year, like it says in the Bible, they dive in a little bit more into the meat. They get off the milk and they dive a little bit more into the meat, the more complex topics, allowing you yourself grow and build up your relationship now that you have the knowledge from the first year. And that's more of just general teaching. But if you know God's called you to something, their advanced study programs or third year programs are really, really special. They have biblical studies, student ministries, media and music, missions, pastors, and itinerant. So they have a lot of options. So if you know an area that God's calling you to, you just say, hey, God, I think you're calling me to this area. Or you say, hey, God, I completed my 2 years at Rhema. Do you want me to go for another year? And he might tell you something completely different or something that you think lines up with what you're called to. And I just say go for it, because the teaching you're going to receive is so powerful. It never hurts to go get taught at a Bible college. That if you're going to be out of the will of God and go an extra year by accident, it's okay to be out of the will of God going to Bible college. Obviously, you never want to do that. But if you're unsure, it's always okay to go take another year at a Bible college.
So what you're saying is, it's always a good thing to be learning the Bible.
Yes.
Yes.
You need to always be learning the Bible, because just like you have friends and family, you don't go 20 years without talking to your mother or 20 years without talking to your best friend. They want to be your best friend. You're in constant communication with them. So the nice part about my program, Biblical Studies, is over the first 2 years, we covered about half the books of the Bible, like Acts and Romans and different books. But in Biblical Studies, we cover the rest of the Bible. So in my 3 years, I've had an in-depth study, 8 weeks at a time, of every book of the Bible.
That's cool. I like that. So what else did you do while you were here that was not part of your school requirements, but you chose to do that helped you as a student, helped you in your life skills and studies?
It was very important to me to make sure I got involved with the local church. There's no reason to be attending the church if you're not helping to build it up. It's like the same thing, if you're having family dinner, why not help the family cook the dinner, put in some effort, reduce the load that other people have to do. I think the statistic is 20% of any church will do about 80 or 90% of the work, meaning very few people will volunteer, but those who do volunteer will do just about everything. So I think it's important that everybody volunteers and inputs into the local body. Me personally, every Wednesday, we have a Wednesday night midweek service. I've been ushering for almost 3 years now, serving, volunteering, helping out anytime I can to make sure that the needs are met during each service, while also taking a time to enjoy the service myself. I do that on Sunday mornings.
All right. So, what did surprised you, or what did you appreciate about your, because you took Oklahoma Wesleyan as an online study, your graduation ceremony was on campus.
Yes, my first time there.
It's like your first time on campus and you're graduating from the school. Was there anything that surprised you or you appreciated being in person?
I appreciated the beauty of the campus. I mean, the campus was really beautiful. It was only an hour away from where I lived, but it was really nice to see, hey, all these people that I'm talking to and doing group projects with and posts that I'm responding to, they're real people. There's people behind the screen that I'm talking to, and it was nice to see everybody's faces. I recognized a few of my professors, but just seeing that united community and everybody of, hey, we all did this, we put in the work, the time, and the effort, let's celebrate and be a united community to move forward from being students to doing whatever we're going to do, whatever God called us to do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're graduated today from Oklahoma Wesleyan with your bachelor's degree. And in 2 weeks, you're going to graduate from Rhema, third year student.
Yes.
Then what are you planning to do?
Then I plan to work at a local church. I'm going to be I didn't think that's something that I thought I'd be doing, but about a few weeks ago, somebody approached me with an opportunity. I went to God and said, "Hey God, is this something I should pursue? Is this from you? I know not every door or every good opportunity is from God. You have to test it, filter every thought, make sure what you're hearing and what is given to you is actually from the Lord." So I did that, heard from God. He gave me the A-OK. I had peace about it. So here in a couple months, I'll be leaving my job that I've had the entire time while I've been in school. God provided me with the job. It's not the best job, but it pays the bills. It gives me the money. I didn't go in debt for paying either of my colleges. And after I graduate, I'll be working at a local church.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
New things, new opportunities. You can take the skills, the training that you've had in both schools and put it together.
Yep, it's perfect. I get to use the natural and the supernatural, just like Pastor Hagen says, put it together and make it a wonderful working force for God. And I'm really excited about that opportunity. God will always surprise us. We can't surprise God. We may think we do with all the wild actions we do, but God will always surprise us with something far better that exceeds our expectations, wants, and desires.
That is exciting. Thank you for joining us today, Shon.
You're welcome.
I plan on having you on the tapestry of your life again, and we'll see where Shon is in a couple months as he, pursues this new job, as graduation passes far behind him, and now he's beyond his student years. It'll be interesting to see your perspective and hear from you again.
I will be back to the tapestry.
All right. Thank you, Shon.